Creation never started with a voice, a hand, a throne, or a crown. It started with caution tape, thin as a photon, bright as a dying star. Wrapped around the places where existence groaned under its own weight. Before worship, before scripture, before prayer, there were instructions. Not for us, not for creatures, but for the universe itself. So it would remember how not to tear. We came later. We saw the signs. We didn't understand them, so we bowed. And that was the first mistake. See, what you call gods were never alive. They were not guardians of virtue or avatars of storms or jealous architects demanding sacrifice. They were the safety mechanisms, bolted into the frame of space-time, placed there by something older than language and smarter than inevitability. Imagine an engine the size of existence, a machine made of probabilities, causality, gears, entropy, pistons, firing in endless rhythm. Now imagine each gear needing a label. Do not touch this logic. Do not unwind this rule. Do not ask why this axiom must never be questioned. Humanity found the labels. Humanity misinterpreted every single one. We built temples around warnings. We carved hymns around hazard icons. We whispered praises to things that merely said, "Keep back, we are the underpressor." But the universe is patient, and patience eventually cracks. Every era, someone peels back one of the labels just to see what's underneath. A philosopher, a scientist, a madman, a mystic, a child, someone curious enough to tug the corner of forbidden truth. And every time a label is removed, the machine stutters just a little, just enough for a strange wind to howl through the laws of physics, just enough for something impossible to slip through the gears and call itself a revelation. That's where myths come from. Not divine intention, but cosmic malfunctions. You ever wonder why ancient gods contradict themselves? Why their rules change? Why their stories, guts, fracture, rewrite themselves over centuries? Because you're not reading biographies. You're reading error logs. Patch notes for reality. Systems etched at the universe tried to hide by wrapping them in awe. The oldest gods were warnings, not to keep us obedient, but to keep us safe. Because beneath the labels, beneath the symbols, beneath the ancient clefts carved into the foundation of existence, there are gears we were never meant to touch. Gears that grind consciousness into static. Gears that make time forget which direction to flow. Gears that erase the idea of you before you can even scream. And yet, someone always reaches for them. Someone always asks the wrong question with the right amount of desperation. We call those people prophets and heretics or visionaries, but the machine calls them Understand this. Once you learn that gods are warning labels, you stop worshiping and you start listening. Every symbol becomes a manual, every myth becomes a schematic, every omen becomes a pressure gauge, and suddenly you realize reality isn't stable. It never was. It survives by constant, trembling calibration. And the labels, the oldest, brightest, most terrifying labels, are the only reason anything makes sense at all! The question isn't whether gods exist. The question is, what happens when the last warning label peels off? When the final glyph fades? When there is nothing left between us? And the raw machinery humming beneath the world? Will we understand the controls? Will we become mechanics of creation? Or will we hear the engine grind, feel the floor shake, and realize, too late, that all this time we mistook danger signs for divinity?